They're using HUD grants, Department of Energy grants, transportation grants, and not just grants, but they're saying if you want access to any of these dollars, you will conform to these plans. Now, you're going to see it as sustainable community strategies. You'll see it as a Granite state future. You got a HUD grant for $3.4 million for Sustainable Communities Initiative. It's a planning grant. This is a planning revolution. You'll see climate action plans, livable communities, transit-oriented development, transit villages, and complete streets. Plan New Hampshire, that's visioning for a sustainable community. Now, people, you know, I actually am a liberal Democrat. My partner, I'm gay, my partner is a general contractor. She built a whole house, a two-story house, out of recycled materials. I never buy anything new. We don't buy anything new. We don't even buy building materials new. This is not about conservation. That is the green mask. This is not about recycling your gray water. This is not about the way that it is being billed, the way it is being sold to you as being sustainable. This is about a global plan of control that restricts you in where you can live and how you can live. So I want to show you something. This is the Marin County, this is the cover of the Marin County Master Plan, okay? This is, you know, just like your master plan. Right inside, you recognize that? That's the logo for United Nations Agenda 21 Sustainable Development. And you will find this in many, many master plans. I haven't looked at your master plan, but you might want to take a look at it. You might not see the image, but you'll see social equity, the environment, and the economy together as the three pillars. You'll see it like that. You'll see the 3 E's. You'll see planet, people, profit. Think global, act local is a United Nations logo. You think that you don't, you know, hey, you don't agree with me? I can prove this. So the thing is, it's hard to accept, especially if you're on the left. This is a tough one, because this is something you have been buying into, you've been believing, you think you're saving the planet, you're concerned, you're caring about your environment, you're being manipulated and propagandized. It's great if you want to live communally, if you want to have if you want to do permaculture. This is not your religion. It should not be. If you find that you're being manipulated, it's your duty to your country to look carefully at what it is that's being sold to you. Look deeply at it and see what is behind it. Now, what's behind it is regional government. Regional government now is global governance tomorrow. This is the interim step. We have city, county, state, and federal, right? We all know that. You elect your representatives locally, county, and state, and federal. But we're looking at regional plans now. You're looking at Dover 2023. You're looking at Granite State Future. You're looking at One Bay Area. You're looking at 5 states, 1 vision. 6 counties, 1 vision. Our Florida, our future. 1 Michigan. 1 Northeast. These plans are all the same plan. These are regional plans that are being purchased by your city and county and state from consultants, and they're all the same plan. Hanoi Center Regional Plan, Hanoi 2035, Hanoi, Vietnam, is the same plan as the San Francisco Bay Area plan. These are all the same plan. Regional plans. The thing that you have with regional plans, with a regional board, is it's not elected. It might be made up of elected officials, but you have no impact on that board. Neither does your elected official who sits on that board. You might have 142 counties on that regional board, and your person from your county is just one person on that board. You don't like what that regional board's doing? How are you going to influence it? You don't even know it exists. It meets in one state now, and next week or next month it meets in another. If you want to remove your representative from that board and you vote him out, well, so what? There's still 140 other people on that board. These regional plan boards are making law because they are influencing your local municipalities. And then your local municipality ends up rubber stamping these rules because the municipality does not have access to the money in any other way but through the regional board. These are your regional planning commissions, your metropolitan organizations, your metropolitan planning organizations. That's what they are. So here's the deal. It's called new urbanism, and it's anti-rural. Smart growth is not just a design style, it's an ideology. It's not just that building, that transit village, where you thought you lived in a town, but actually you live in a transit village. It is an ideology. It's a philosophy that says that people should not be out in the rural areas because they are destroying the planet. They are using up nature. But that itself is the green mask. It gets worse than this. You thought you had 50 states, but we have 11 megaregions here in the United States. 11 megaregions. And that's not just that they took the country and chopped it up into 11 pieces. These are specific mega cities that are considered to be the power regions, the power centers of the country. It's only 26% of the physical area of the United States, but it includes 74% of the population. The other 74% of the country is in the wildlands. So you here in New Hampshire, you're part of the Northeast megaregion. This is a project, you'll see this on America2050.org. America2050.org. This is a project of the Regional Plan Association. So New Hampshire is a part of the northeastern megaregion, and that is northern Virginia all the way to southern Maine, and from the Appalachians all the way to the Atlantic. Part or all, part, think about this, breaking jurisdictional boundaries. It's part or all of 11 states: Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Maine, and New Hampshire are part of the Northeast megaregion. Now, I know you'll be interested to hear that the Northwest megaregion is called Cascadia, and it includes part of Oregon, part of Washington, and part of Canada. The Southern California megaregion includes part of Mexico. This breaks jurisdictional boundaries, and it is breaking national boundaries, sovereign boundaries. Now, this is being sold to you as an economic driver. You're told that, hey, we just can't compete economically unless we join together in this megaregion. In your megaregion, you have 50 million people, 142 counties, hundreds, literally hundreds of cities. When they get together, they need a room like this. What kind of influence is your locale going to have on policies and restrictions that come down on you through that megaregion? And what piece of that financial pie are you going to get when you're in New Hampshire? Sprawl. So high-speed rail is a #1 building block of megaregions. High-speed rail is designed to fail. It is designed to take your transportation dollars and sink them. We don't have high-speed rail anywhere in the United States. It's expensive, very, very expensive. We don't have it anywhere. But you know, in California, they're allotting billions of dollars to it. Well, we were supposed to have a line by 2020. And they said, you know, I don't think we're going to make that. I think we're going to make it by maybe 2033. And they said, you know, I don't think we're going to make that either. I think we maybe put it out a little bit, but you know what? The people are getting restless. If the people voted on it, they just done a poll. If the people were to vote again on high-speed rail, they would vote it down because they know that it is taking a huge portion of their transportation dollars and giving them nothing. So the California Department of Transportation decided that they would, or the High-Speed Rail Commission, decided that they would try and get something built from Fresno to Bakersfield. Fresno, now you're not laughing because you live in New Hampshire, but let me just tell you, that is from nowhere to nowhere. But it's flat, easy, and it's still not there. This is designed to fail. You want to see what it looks like? You want to see what it looks like when you have jurisdictional boundaries broken and regional government? Take a look at the EU. I was just speaking at a global governance conference, an international conference, with the president of the Czech Republic, Václav Klaus. We were both speakers at this conference, and he said that, he said the Czech Republic did everything they could to get their freedom from the Soviet Union, and they were so thrilled to finally make it through that bitter fight. And now they're enthralled to the EU, to Brussels. That's their reality. That's regional governance. So, here we are. We're looking at livable communities, sustainable communities, community partnerships, one planet communities. This is what it looks like. Unelected boards and commissions, loss of sovereignty and private property rights. Now, you know what? The United Nations has a policy on land. And they came up with that in their 1976 commission. They had a convention. They had the UN Convention on Human Habitat. That's where you live. You think you live in a city, it's human habitat. So it's called Habitat 1. They said land cannot be treated as an ordinary asset, controlled by the market. No. Land is too important for that. Private land ownership is a principal accumulation of wealth and contributes to social inequity. And therefore, public ownership of land, ownership of land is indispensable. This is where we're going with this. And you'll see it locally with restrictions and controls on what you can do with your property. So if you have doubts about commutarian law in the United States, take a look at the 2005 Kelo decision. That's where your Supreme Court said, well, it didn't say that I could take your land and give it to you because that was already redevelopment. No, what they said is that, well, they kind of remade the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution that says that you are entitled to just compensation for your property when it is taken by your government for a public use. What did they do in 2005, your Supreme Court? They redefined public use to anything that made your municipality more money than what was there already. It's all for the common good. It's all for the common good, and what the common good is whatever we say it is, right? This is how it works.
GrokTV.